Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Eric and I like to read, and today I'm going to be doing August new book releases. So I currently look like this because I just finished volleyball and just showered, so my hair is even still a little bit wet, but this was my portion of time I had to film a video, so here we are. I was also traveling on the weekend and I was visiting back home, and the best part about visiting back home, besides seeing my family, is the cookies. My mom always sends me back with like jars full of cookies, not jars, containers full of cookies. This is a Reese's Pieces Score Bits cookie, and they are absolutely delicious. Mmm, so good. Anyways, so today I'm going to go over some books that I'm excited about that are coming out in August. Now, I don't know if I'll have too many books on this list just because like I've been in a reading slump lately and I haven't been reading really anything. So I'm hoping to fix that with some exciting books that are coming out. Maybe I'll pick some of these up and read something that's gonna like get me right back in the mood for reading. So yeah, let's go through the list, see what fun books are coming out, and maybe some of these will interest you guys too. I'm also super excited because my birthday is in less than 2 weeks, so I feel like I'm probably gonna get some books. Odds are I'm probably gonna get some books on my birthday, so that might also help me get into like the reading mood, depending on what I get, but I'm hoping. I'm hoping I get books. I'm a booktuber. Like, what else do you get a booktuber for their birthday? So anyway, all right, let's get into the list. The first one I'm going to mention is just a really quick one, and this is the Final Gambit, which is the third book in the Inheritance Games series. So this one's coming out in August, and if anybody is reading this series, then you got your third book coming out. I personally have not read this series yet, but I think it sounds really good and I want to read this series. So I'm excited that more books are coming out for it, which means it must be doing like decent if it keeps making more. So yeah, I'm looking forward to picking it up. I also like that the first book is blue, the second book is green, this third book is like red. They're very like color coordinated, and I'm down for that. I studied design, so like color things that work well together are always a plus for me. Next up, we have Babel by R.F. Kuang, or Babel. I'm not sure how to say this title, but I know that a lot of people are very excited about this one. This one sounds really cool, and I've even had my eye on it. So I'll give you guys like a little synopsis here. It says, 1828, Robin Swift, orphaned by cholera in Canton, is brought to London by the mysterious Professor Lovell. There he trains for years in Latin, Ancient Greek, and Chinese, all in preparation for the day he'll enroll in Oxford University's prestigious Royal Institute of Translation, also known as Babel. Babel. I don't know. Babel is the world's center of translation and, more importantly, of silverworking, the art of manifesting the meaning lost in translation through enchanted silver bars to magical effect. Silverworking has made the British Empire unparalleled in power, and Babel's research in foreign languages serves the Empire's quest to colonize everything it encounters. Oxford, the city of dreaming spires, is a fairy tale for Robin, a utopia dedicated to the pursuit of knowledge. But knowledge serves power, and for Robin, a Chinese boy raised in Britain, serving Babel inevitably means betraying his motherland. As his studies progress, Robin finds himself caught between Babel and the shadowy Hermes Society, an organization dedicated to sabotaging the silverworking that supports imperial expansion. When Britain pursues an unjust war with China over silver and opium, Robin must decide, can powerful institutions be changed from within, or does revolution always require violence? What is he willing to sacrifice to bring Babel down? That sounds awesome. So yeah, this sounds like it's going to be a really good book. I feel like a lot of people are going to love this. It does sound like it's going to be a chunker. I looked at the page count and it's 560 pages, which is definitely a chunker for me. So I don't know how quickly I would get to this book. This probably isn't the one to bring me out of the reading slump just because it's a pretty hefty book for me, but I am nonetheless very excited about it. Then we have a thriller, and this is by Alice Feeney, and it's called Daisy Darker. So this is following Daisy, and she's going back to visit with her family, which she is kind of like estranged from. She doesn't talk to them at all, but it's her Nana's 80th birthday. So she's going back to see her Nana and her family for the 80th birthday party. Now, that party is on Nana's property, which is on this island that they have to go out to. And for 8 hours of the day when the tide is in, they have no connection to like the outside world. Their island is kind of cut off from everybody because of the tide. And so they're out there for the birthday party, but then at midnight, Nana is found dead. And then soon after, another family member is found dead. And so now it's just Daisy trying to survive on this island while family member after family member just keeps getting murdered. So I love settings like this where they're like on a secluded area. And so like I'm really excited that I think this one's gonna be like a lot of fun. It's like a murder mystery. It gives me like Agatha Christie vibes. So I think it'll be a lot of fun, and yeah, I'm really excited. If any of you guys have ever seen the show Harper's Island, this is what it kind of sounds like. And Harper's Island was such a fun show. It was only a one season murder mystery, but it was filmed in Vancouver and it was kind of like the same concept. So fun. So yeah, definitely check that out if you want to watch something that has the same vibes as this book is giving. Continuing on the thriller train, I feel like I need a thriller to get me out of the reading slump, because thrillers always like get their hooks in me and just pull me right in. So maybe that's what I need. But this one sounds awesome. And this one's called Stay Awake by Megan Golden. So this is following a main character who wakes up in a taxi not knowing like where they are or like what happened. So they try to go home, but they go to their apartment and somebody else is in their apartment and they're like, no, like I live here now. This is not your place. Away with you. And then so they get back in the taxi, but then realize that they have like a blood-stained knife in the taxi as well, and writing on their hand that says "Stay awake." And so this character is kind of thrown into this like madness, not knowing what the hell is going on, can't remember anything. And then they see on the news that there is this crime scene that happened where the words "Stay awake" were written in blood on like the window of the crime scene. And so now she's kind of on the run thinking that like she committed this murder, but she doesn't remember doing anything. And then apparently there's somebody that does know what happened, and they're trying to do everything they can to make her forget. It says that this book is similar to the book Before I Go to Sleep by S.J. Watson, and I read that book and really liked that book. I thought it was so good. So the fact that it's like similar to that makes me really want to read this one. And I think it's like such a cool premise where like the main character is kind of thrown in. They're kind of like an unreliable narrator because you don't know like what's going on inside their head. You don't know what's happening, and you're trying to figure everything out at the same time. So I think that like makes it a lot more fun to go through while reading. And so yeah, I think this one would be a good one. Okay, I'm just finding like book after book that sounds amazing. This next one is called Lightlark, and I'm gonna read you this because this sounds so good. So it says, "Welcome to the Centennial. Every 100 years, the island of Lightlark appears to host the Centennial, a deadly game that only the rulers of 6 realms are invited to play. The invitation is a summons, a call to embrace victory and ruin, baubles and blood. The Centennial offers the 6 rulers one final chance to break the curses that have plagued their realms for centuries. Each ruler has something to hide. Each realm's curse is uniquely wicked. To destroy the curses, one ruler must die. Isla Crown is the young ruler of Wilding, a realm of temptresses cursed to kill anyone they fall in love with. They are feared and despised and are counting on Isla to end their suffering by succeeding at the Centennial. To survive, Isla must lie, cheat, and betray, even as love complicates everything." That sounds so good. Oh my goodness. Like, love is the thing that she kind of needs to avoid because whoever she loves ends up dying. So how is this going to work? How's it going to work? I have no idea, but it sounds good. And it's like a kind of like a death games because somebody has to die for it to end the curses. So yeah, this sounds good. I'm definitely going to try and find this one. For anybody that's read the 6 Crimson Cranes, here is another one in that series. It's according to Goodreads number 2, and this is called The Dragon's Promise. So just putting that on your radar for anybody that is potentially interested in this one. I actually think I have a digital copy of 6 Crimson Cranes, so I will be reading that eventually. So I hope I like it. The cover of 6 Crimson Cranes is stunning, and this one is also absolutely gorgeous. So yeah, that makes me excited to read a book. When I see like a beautiful cover, I'm like, yeah, okay. I'll pick you up and read the back. The cover is the first thing that like gets me. So yeah, hopefully they're good. Then we got another one by Karen M. McManus called Nothing More to Tell. And so it's another murder mystery for her. So this is following the story of Bryn, who moves away from a town after her favorite teacher got murdered. And now she's going to work for like a true crime, either podcast or company or something like that. And so she is going to finally delve into that murder case and see if she can solve it. And one in that she has is that her best friend back in the town where the murders happen still has connections to some of the students that were a part of like the whole scenario because they were found near the body. And so it's going to be the story of that, of her trying to like figure it out. And I'm sure there's deeper, darker secrets that are involved. Karen M. McManus, her books are pretty good. Like they're fun YA thrillers. I've enjoyed them for the most part. I think The Cousins I gave 3 stars, and then One of Us is Lying I gave 4 stars. So her books are decent, and like they're always a fun time. If you want like a little fun thriller break, then they're perfect for that. Okay, I only have one more on this list, but it sounds pretty good, and it's a fantasy, so I'm going to give you guys the synopsis, and that is The Liar's Crown. So it says, one born to rule, one to forfeit. Everything about my life is a lie. As a hidden twin princess, born second, I have only one purpose, to sacrifice my life for my sister if death comes for her. I've been living under the guise of a poor, obscure girl of no standing, slipping into the palace and into the role of the true princess when danger is present. Now the queen is dead, and the ageless King Eidolon, I think is how you say that, has sent my sister a gift, an eerily familiar gift, and a proposal to wed. I don't trust him, so I do what I was born to do and secretly take her place on the eve of the coronation. Which is why, when a figure made of shadow kidnaps the new queen, he gets me by mistake. As I try to escape, all the lies start to unravel, and not just my lies. The shadow wraith who took me has secrets of his own. He struggles to contain the shadows he wields, other faces, identities that threaten my very life. Winter is at the walls, darkness is looming, and the only way to save my sister and our dominion is to kill Eidolon and the shadow wraith who has stolen my heart. Sounds good. I love that they bring like romance into these and they're like, you need to murder each other. Like it always adds up for like a very interesting plot line. So makes it a little fun. Gotta spice it up a bit, you know? But anyways, those are all the books that I am excited about. Let me know in the comments down below what books you are excited about that are coming out in August. I'm sure there are a bunch more that I did not get to, but I'm always excited to see like what you guys are looking forward to reading. Anyways, if you guys want to support me, I have a Patreon and a Ko-fi page, which I'll put in the description down below, as well as linked by my bookmarks. You guys know the drill. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Hit that bell notification button so you're notified when I post new videos. I post my videos on Mondays and Thursdays. And until next time, keep on reading.